Hi everybody, it's Julie with Obesity Is Not Me. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. I want to talk about food because I keep getting asked, what are you eating? What is your meals? What are you eating to have lost almost 30 pounds in a 100-day span? And I would just want to give you some of my food finds that I just got, which are awesome, and kind of my food philosophy. I am definitely in the school of organic dairy, absolutely. If you're going to eat dairy, I'm definitely in that school. I'm in the school of organic meat, never any hormones. I would like to see never ever any hormones. That's a Thomas DeLauer thing. With organic is what I try to strive for. Just to let you know, I like Vital eggs. I think I've shown those before. They are my favorite. They're pasture. I like the pasture grown eggs. Yes, I spend money on my food. I spend, but if you balance it out, I think I'm probably spending less than a lot of people are. So I don't eat a lot of meat. I have a good serving of it, but I don't know, I never was a big consumer of meat. So I think it kind of balances it out. When I get a high quality, I just have a serving. So it lasts me a pretty long time. But I just wanted to give some of my great finds that I just got. I did try this for the first time. This is green powder matcha. Okay, I know why it's really expensive. I mean, this is like, there are 7 packets there, and I think it was $7. So it's $1 a drink. But I don't go out to eat at restaurants. I don't go to Starbucks. I mean, I will once in a blue moon, but not on a daily basis. So if it's $1 a drink for this matcha, and it is doing what Thomas DeLauer says in my body, it's definitely worth it. I don't pay for a lot of medications. I have one multivitamin and I have one fish oil vitamin. That's all I take, okay? The other thing that I really like at Trader Joe's, I went to Trader Joe's the other day, is I got the organic heavy whipping cream. And I can't stress the organic full fat dairy enough. I just want you to kind of picture this. The cows, this is how my sister explains it. She is an environmental engineer, okay? When you give the cows all those antibiotics and all that crap, and when you give them the things to make them lactose even more, because that happens in non-organic, so that they produce more milk. They want them to produce. All that toxins, it's a perfect design, leave from the mammary glands. Gross, yes. So you are getting a super dose. She says out of anything to do organic, she says milk and butter and cheese. Cheese not so bad because it gets aged. So things like this. This is awesome. This is what I use, organic. This is only like, I think this was only $3. This guy, I think, was only $2.29 for this thing. I'm not gonna drink this whole thing. I mean, it's heavy whipping cream, for crying out loud. It's gonna take me a while to drink it. And then this guy is my yogurt that I have. So you have an environmental scientist that says that's probably the #1 thing to go organic. Just letting you know. So, okay, and then I got this cheese. I love this cheese from Trader Joe's. It is not organic, but it's been aged 80 days, and the milk doesn't use any hormones, so they say. But look how cheap that is. And it's really good cheddar. It's aged 60 days, so my husband can eat it because he has a lactose tolerance. So the longer the cheese ages, the better it is for his stomach. $2.27 for this whole brick of cheese. I think that's a Trader Joe win there. Okay, and then I get the authentic Greek feta, which is sheep's milk. anytime I can get, I'm not a fan of goat milk or goat cheese. So I wish I was, because it's so much better for you than the cow cheese. But sheep, I like sheep. So yeah, so anytime I can get sheep cheese, I do try to get it. That is one of my my things that I do try to do. The other thing that I found that I really like, this is from Aldi's, and this is pasty ginger. Now, I tried to eat a lot of ginger. It's really good for gut health. It helps my nausea. I get a lot of nausea and stuff. But this is awesome. It's in like a paste form. So I can do it quick, you know, because ginger, I grate it, and I was like trying to find a better way to grate the ginger, because I make such a mess, and then I get that pip stuff in there. But what I've been doing with the ginger is I've been adding it to my apple cider vinegar, so that I'm getting a double gut blast of it, and I'm doing that one shot with, you know, I'm kind of cooling down the apple cider vinegar, and then I get the bite of the ginger in there too. So that has been something that I've added in. I do cayenne pepper, apple cider vinegar, now ginger with a little bit of lime and a little bit of ice water. It's kind of my cocktail now. I'll probably do another thing, even though I've done it like 5 times, but I'll probably do another thing to show you that. This is a great treat. Look at this, Ghirardelli. Now, Ghirardelli, it's not my favorite. I just forgot that, but I like it, you know. But I like Ghirardelli isn't as responsible with coca. Now that I'm but I just wanted to point out the 100% coca, which I use, and then I melt it down, add a stevia packet in the raw. Say does not spike your insulin and stuff like that, to sweeten the thing. And then Lily's is like 4 times the amount. If you ever saw that Lily's with stevia sweetener in there, which I like the brand. It's just like, it ends up being $5 or $6. This is $2, and then add a stevia packet in. Yeah, and then this guy was pretty interesting. I know it's probably got a few chemicals, so it's probably not the best, but when you need it, you need it. It's sugar-free. I got this at the Walmart. I sure did. It is sugar-free whipped heavy cream. Now, hey, listen, I'm not a snob. I'll go to Walmart. Absolutely. I'm the cheapest person out there. And it's so funny, the other day I got back from our vacation, and I'm like, I need groceries, and I'm fast out. I don't really want to go, but I did. And I went into Publix, and I started shopping, because I like to go after Thanksgiving and get all the deals. They're so great. Shopping for groceries. And I was in Publix, and I'm like, by the 5th item, I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's so expensive. And I do like Publix. I like it, Publix. Don't get me wrong. But I unshopped my grocery cart. I did. I'm like, this is where I have a Walmart down the way. I have a Market Walmart that was just a mile more down the way. I was just going to grab something quick, but I'm like, I'm not gonna spend that. This is kind of insane, their prices, and I'm so glad I did. Like my Vital eggs at Walmart were $2 less. I mean, I could go on and tell you, like, I think I spent like 30% less at Walmart. You know, I don't know what's going on with the Publix in my neighborhood, but it was crazy. So I was really glad to go to Walmart. You know, like I said, I'm not a snob. I'll definitely go there. I mean, I love my Trader Joe's, and I love Whole Foods, and I like Aldi's as well. You know, I do go to all those places, but the closest store for me is a Publix right across the way, and then Walmart really is the next. So yeah, I hit them all because I'm nuts. I like different products from different places. So I will do like a roving, like I hit Trader Joe's and I got all my sauces and things like that, stuff there. So that will last me. I don't have to go to Trader Joe's probably through to New Year's. And then I'll go to Whole Foods once a month. and then I'll go to Trader Joe's once a month, and then I'll alternate with Aldi's and things. But I just wanted to give some of my shopping because I was asked. I'll try to do a little bit more of exactly what I'm eating. I'll try to get that going down the way here so that you can see and get some of my recipes, because I do cook. I cook a lot of food. Right now, last night I made a pot roast, which was awesome. Pot roast I got at Wild Fork. There's another one that I love. It's grass-fed. It is never any antibiotics, grass-fed meat. It was 2 pounds and it was $15, really. I mean, for a lot of meat. And then I had marrow bones too. So I not only cooked that pot roast for like 4 hours, I threw the marrow bones in with it. So then I had the meat and the marrow bones all in this sauce, and now I've made myself, and now I just kept 24 hours. Then I threw in all my scraps that I keep in the freezer of my vegetables and things, like I had leftover celery, leftover stalks of asparagus and onion and all those scraps from my salads. I keep in the freezer, I take it out, I throw it in my stock pot, and now for like overnight, it was in my oven overnight in my cast iron big pot for for 16, 17 hours after roasting all day yesterday. So that's almost like 2 days of roasting. So now I'm gonna have amazing bone broth, which is really my favorite thing. If you've been watching my channel, you know how important that collagen is and how important bone broth is and how expensive it is. Those bones were only, I would say, almost $6, and the meat was $15, which now that meat I'm using for about 4 meals of meat. I actually lost a pound yesterday from probably eating meat. It usually happens to me when I need some iron and I need some beef. I don't know, it really kind of, I don't know why that kind of chemical thing for me happens, but I usually lose weight right after a big feeding of beef, and I had it yesterday. So, and now I have really high-end, really good bone broth. I mean, some of this bone broth is $10 for a little container. I probably have a month's supply of bone broth, of good high-end bone broth now from that. So for $20. So for $20, I got 4 meals of meat and the high-end bone broth using scraps of my vegetables. So that's why, you know, I tell people that it really, I eat a lot cheaper than a lot of people do. Just because I make a lot of stuff at home. And then I reuse everything. I am an everything. I don't have a lot of garbage. I don't waste food, and I've got it down to kind of a science in it of how I use things. Instead of a composting pile, I have my little garbage pile to go into my stock pot. So, and someday I will have composting when I have a house. I'm in an apartment. Not too doable here, but anyway, all right. Well, sorry I'm rambling, but I just wanted to do some food thoughts, because I really think food is medicine. I actually think it is the best medicine that we can do for our bodies, is eat really good, high quality food. I am not on any medication. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a whatever, you guys know that whole disclaimer, but yeah, I use really good food as my medicinal thing. So I justify spending a little bit more there, that, oh, I'm not gonna have to buy a multivitamin, or I'm not gonna have to, you know, be on a medication. So, which is where I definitely was headed as I was getting larger. So anyway, all right, well, I will talk to you tomorrow, and fast on, and goodbye.